I like Jimmy Garoppolo. I just think that there are way many better options this week, like Alex Smith, for example, who I don't think would be your every week starter in fantasy this year, but I do like Alex Smith as opposed to a guy like Jimmy Garoppolo this week. I think his matchup against the Cardinals is better.
All right, so, and you might get some questions about this one. Shady McCoy against the Ravens in week 1. Why don't you like Shady? Why is he not on the field for you?
It's a combination of the fact that the Buffalo Bills' offensive line is atrocious, so I don't see them really making a ton of holes for LaShawn McCoy. I think the Ravens know that he is the focal point of this offense. He is the playmaker on this team now. And are the Ravens going to be afraid of Nathan Peterman? I don't see it. Now, the Ravens don't have Jimmy Smith, which is going to hurt them more than people think. I think that the Ravens need to escape the next 4 games that Jimmy Smith's suspended, at least 2-2, because he makes such a difference in terms of defending the pass. But this week, it doesn't matter if Jimmy Smith's there or not. This Buffalo Bills offense is bad. I think they're going to put 8 in the box, shut down LaShawn McCoy, and they're going to go down in the game, I think, meaning they're going to have to throw. And so I think, although LaShawn McCoy does catch passes, it's not advantageous for him, and it's not a good spot for him. I am fading LaShawn McCoy this week.
All right, another guy you don't like is Kerryon Johnson. Why don't you like this cat?
Well, I love his ability. I think he's going to be the guy in Detroit who makes the difference for a couple of years now. He's, in my opinion, has more tools than Amir Abdullah, Theo Riddick has. And LeGarrette Blount is kind of like Marshawn Lynch in that they are older backs. They've had a lot of wear and tear. But at the beginning of the season, they are going to be used. And I think that in goal line situations, LeGarrette Blount in the short yardage is still going to be the play there. I, again, want to see the Detroit Lions kind of see how it plays out in terms of who's getting the snaps and who is getting the carries. Also, Detroit is a top 2 offense in terms of pass play percentages. This is a team that likes to throw the ball. So I don't know, when you have 4 running backs vying for touches and you're a passing offense, I like Kerryon Johnson this whole year, just not this week.
All right, moving on to the start list, and let's go down the list. You're talking about Royce Freeman. Why do you like this guy week 1?
Well, Robert, you and I both remember the days of the Seattle Seahawks defense, the Legion of Boom, when they were in their heyday.
Legion.
Yeah, you did not mess with these guys. They're a far cry from that now. I know Earl Thomas is reported back, but this is a defense that can be shredded. They are ranked in terms of Pro Football Focus, pre-ranked them number 24 out of 32 in terms of the rush D. Royce Freeman's the starter. He was named by the team. And I think that you're going to have to respect this Broncos passing attack now, because it's not Brock Osweiler throwing the football anymore. It's not Trevor Siemian. It's Case Keenum. Case Keenum proved last year. We talked the last time I was on the show. He's a playmaker. So I think you're not going to be able to stack the box, and I think Royce Freeman will get a good amount of touches and is a threat to score. I think Royce Freeman is somebody, if I'm like between Royce Freeman and LaShawn McCoy, even though you probably drafted McCoy earlier, I'm going Freeman in that spot.
All right, Kenyon Drake, which is interesting. You like this guy. Tell us why.
And that's kind of the opposite. I don't love him from a season-long standpoint.
Just now, this week.
Yes. Interesting stat I found. No defense allowed more reception yardage to the running back position last year than the Tennessee Titans. I think that the Dolphins are going to be playing from behind here. They're underdogs in terms of what Vegas thinks. And I think that you're not going to be putting Frank Gore in passing down situations. You're going to be having Kenyon Drake there. He is the explosive running back in this offense. In the first half, I think he will get the carries. And I think Kenyon Drake is somebody that, again, in this matchup, fresh legs, he's a guy that I'm starting.
All right, so John Ross, you like him week 1. I see it in your eyes, Chris. I can see it right now.
Well, just watch the tape here. This guy can straight burn people in the offense here. No Indianapolis Colts cornerback can run a sub 4.5, and John Ross runs like a 4.2. AKA, he's going to run straight down the field, and all Andy Dalton needs to do is just chuck the ball up for him, and he can have big play potential. Now, if you're in a 2 wide receiver starting league, if you're in a 10, 12 team league, maybe you have better options than John Ross. But if you're in a 3 wide receiver league or a 14 team league, he can fill out your flex or your wide receiver 3. I love John Ross this year. And I think that the presence of A.J. Green there, Tyler Eifert being there, you have pass catching running backs like Gio Bernard in that offense, Joe Mixon. it'll open things up for John Ross.
Christian just dominated the A block of this show. Okay. That's what you do, though. You dominate. Man.
I hope you dominated your draft. Did you do a fantasy football draft?
I didn't.